The following stream has been approved for all puzzle audiences by the puzzle general community.
Welcome everyone to Puzzle General's Pokemon Puzzle Challenge Speedrunning Tournament 2019. We are in the winner's semifinals, which is going to be played on S-Hard. Today we're going to be showing both matches, Yoschimidtsu versus Paratroopa1 and FFR Pro 21 versus Cards of the Heart. The match we have on tap for you right now is going to be Yoschimidtsu, who is the first seed of Group A versus the third seed of Group A, Paratroopa1. Paratroopa1 managed to defeat Tayman ND 3-2 to be able to face Yoschimidtsu, who earned a bye being the first seed of his group. This match is going to be fairly interesting from both players' standpoints. Yoschimidtsu just needs to do what he needs to do, and what he does, and it's going to be a very entertaining match. I'm not going to say that he's likely to win, but he's the favorite in this matchup. But things can happen, and there can be off days. But other than that, we should be heading into the matches soon. So as soon as the players are ready, we will let you know. So we're gonna be, we're just waiting for the start. One thing I do want to mention is that Yoschimidtsu, I'm gonna be referring to Yoschimidtsu as Yoshi from now on, just because it's gonna be easier to say. And Paratroopa, I can just say Paratroopa or Para. Just want to let you guys know that, just for the ease of commentary. But this match is going to be a very fun match to commentate because both players are very good. And it looks like Yoshi started. And already you can see why Yoshi is going to be a very good like. Now you can see his cursor speed is extremely good. You're going to be seeing... Yep. I don't know. Okay. What? Okay. Okay, so we are going to be restarting this because there was a false start from Yoshi, so we're going to go ahead and restart the match. So just bear with us one more moment and we will be ready to show you this match. Ooh, no, we're not playing Marathon, Yoshi. We go ahead and start. So, we are going to be having Yoschimidtsu versus Paratroopa now. One thing you're going to note is that Yoshi is going to be very aggressive, and you can already see just frame perfect stuff, leg chains. You're going to see the whole gambit. And meanwhile, over on Paratroopa1's side, he's keeping up. They're keeping up very well, but it's 25 seconds on Pidgey with 27 seconds on Pidgey on Para's side. That was really good from both of them. That's an extremely good start from both. Times we're looking for in Super Hard is between, I believe, top times are between 30 and 40 seconds for the first couple stages, and then we are looking for times in the 30 to 40 seconds for the Elite Four. But as you can see, there's just so much going on the Yoshi side that is really hard to commentate. There's an unfortunate heal over on Paratroopa's side. Meanwhile, Yoshi finishes 26 seconds Kakuna, which is absolutely monstrous. Meanwhile, over on Paratroopa's side, Paratroopa should be finishing right now at 44 seconds, so they're at a disadvantage, but as you can see, just Yoshi's cursor speed is just out of this world, and just moves like that. And the airwalk there, that is ridiculous. That's like, I don't even want to tell you how difficult that is. That is absolutely ridiculous. That's just absolutely ridiculous. And finishing Clefairy in 33 seconds. So what Yoshi did there is he moved block horizontally 2 spaces, which is 3 frame perfect inputs in a row. Meanwhile, there's another heal on Paratroopa's side, which is absolutely it's just something you don't want to see. I'm not sure if this is the case, but I do believe that on Super Hard is they're more likely to heal. Anyways, Yoshi finishes 24-second Ghastly, which is another insanely good time. So Yoshi's opened up about a full stage lead. Other things we might see are during this match. We could see the 0 HP glitch. Hopefully we won't. And we're especially on Yoshi's side, we're going to probably end up seeing the damage glitch, which is when you end up doing leg chains and stuff like that. But we just had a 27-second Ghastly over on Paratroopa's side, matched by 26 seconds on Yoshi's side for Steelix. So Yoshi keeping the 1 stage advantage. We're now at Primeape, who starts closest to the max power gauge that you need, because each opponent has a power gauge that once full they're able to attack or heal. And for some reason, Primeape is just the one that starts closest to the top. You can just see Yoshi just swapping panels back and forth as he's waiting for Primeape to die. And Primeape goes down in 23 seconds, which is it's just out of this world fast. I unfortunately didn't see what time Paratroopa finished, but finished that Steelix, but we're still at a full stage advantage for Yoschimidtsu. So this game, unlike Puzzle League, your opponent is an HP bar, and whenever you do a combo or a chain, you deal damage to HP bar. And as I mentioned, they can heal. 25-second seal there from Yoshi. That's just absolutely insane. So and then every opponent has a hidden power meter, which, as I said before, determines when they're able to attack and heal. Whenever, usually, most of the time, they will attack. Although, on this difficulty, they can also heal. More so than the previous difficulties. We got a nice 9-chain going from Paratroopa, and we had another extremely good finish from Yoschimidtsu. Now we're into the Elite Four, and everyone's favorite siren, Jinx. Worst sound in video game history. We have a 31-second seal over on Paratroopa's side, which is still very good time. Now, instead of what you may have seen with hard mode, on this difficulty, starting right around here, you're going to see that players are going to have to start dealing with the garbage that the opponents are sending, because they send too much garbage for you to be able to just fin it before you can finish the match. It's just I found it very impossible to deal with the amount of garbage, especially around the Elite Four. 44-second for Yoshi. He's not going to be happy with that. But another thing to mention is that everyone's HP in this difficulty is higher than that in hard. I believe there's one that is actually the same on both hard and super hard, but I can't remember who that is off the top of my head. But as you can see, Yoshi's just doing doing leg chains, which went like that. That's the stagger chain, but he's also doing other things. Good awareness by Yoshi to what? I don't know what just happened there. I think he accidentally quit out of the game. That's a big break for Paratroopa, because that means he's going to have to restart this entire fight. Which basically erased his entire lead. He still has a little bit of a lead, but that's a big mistake. Unexpected mistake as well. Anyways, so this just became a little bit more interesting. We are now on to him on top on not on Paratroopa, on Yoshi's side. And as you might have noticed, there's a lot of combos being mixed in with the chains. The reason why that is combos deal damage instantly, whereas chains deal damage after the entire chain is done. So when you mix in combos in with your chains, it helps deal more damage to the opponent overall, which is something that you really want to do in these later difficulties. We can see Yoshi playing with his cursor a little bit. It's fine. But yeah, so there we go. He's not going to be happy with that time. 46 seconds is a bit on the slow side for that. But now Yoshi's opened up a full stage lead again after that mishap on the previous stage, or 2 stages ago. which has made this match a lot closer than it was. So overall, just more of the same. You're seeing the insight on Yoshi's side to mix to set up chains. Oh, he actually missed that chain. That's interesting. I've not actually seen him miss too many chains before. But over on Paratroopa's side, Paratroopa is still playing very well. 39 seconds on Murkrow is a good time. And we are heading into the final stage with Dragonite. Whereas Paratroopa did just finish him on top at 54 seconds. So now we're going to see how this closes out. For this match, it looks like Yoshi is going to take it. It's just a bit too far ahead at this point to be able to be caught. But that one mistake that Yoshi did make did open the door to have a closer match than originally anticipated. And that is going to finish that at about a 10:40 for Yoshi. Meanwhile, over on Paratroopa's side, Paratroopa finishes Murkrow at 37 seconds, which is a good time as well. And let's see how he finishes out. He's playing with Pikachu, which is not the Pokemon that most people use. Most people use Chikorita since it's the default selected Pokemon. So let's see how Paratroopa finishes up this match. Starting off with a nice big chain here, which is somewhat of the name of the game. It's good to get a lot of big chains, but also if you can get combos mixed in with those chains, that's also extremely helpful as well. Took a little bit to set that up, but should be fine. One thing I'm noticing is Paratroopa is not raising the stack all the way to the top, which you're able to do in this version because of how stop time works. I'm probably not going to be able to get into that in this match, but in this game, but in the next game I'll be able to. Anyways, Paratroopa finishes at about a 12:08, so that gives Yoshi a 1-0 lead. Though that match was closer than I thought it would be. Anyways, they're going to go ahead and get started on game number 2 of this match. And we're off. So let's see if we can get a rebound from Paratroopa in this match. So right off the bat, we are already seeing that's a nice leg chain there from Yoshi, and that's where the damage glitch could come into play, where it will only actually apply damage 22-second Pidgey. That's insane. But as I was saying, when you do two chains close together, it'll actually only deal enough damage. It'll only deal damage as if you got the lower number of the 2 chains. So in that case, it might have only dealt damage as if Yoshi only got a 5 chain instead of a 6 chain. So that's something that you do have to be aware of. Anyways, both are on Kakuna, and both Kakuna and Pidgey have very low HP and are usually able to be easily dispatched very quickly. As we saw there, both got dispatched within below 30 seconds, which is a very good time for this difficulty. Another, that wasn't a leg chain, that was a stagger chain, but we're seeing Yoshi's mastery of being able to set up chains and everything in that that 2-frame window there. That's just perfect, and then being able to finish off with a 6 chain, 6 combo. Sorry, that's just what Yoshi does. And meanwhile, over on Paratroopa side, we are seeing that they are getting through, and they got through Clefairy in 32 seconds. So we got about half a stage lead for Yoshimidtsu now. Another thing I'm noticing is Yoshi also isn't raising all the way to the top, but he didn't need to at that point because Ghastly didn't have enough, just needed a combo to be able to defeat Ghastly. An interesting note is that both players do not have Pichu unlocked, which is not surprising to me. Pichu requires you to play a match of 4 minutes or longer. And that doesn't surprise me that for both of these players, that they haven't unlocked it. Meanwhile, as you can see, Yoshi with his cursor speed is just demolishing opponents left and right. That's a 22-second Steelix, which is beyond absurd. Yoshi is the current world record holder in this difficulty at I believe it's a high 9-minute time, so like a 9:50 something. And I believe Paratroopa has about a 10. I want to say a mid to high 10-minute time. So both of them are very, very good at this difficulty. We go ahead and see. I think Yoshi's probably not going to be happy with a 29-second. He's probably wanted to shoot for 25 or less, but it's still very good time regardless. We're just a little bit of mishap there, but that shouldn't cost too much time. It's just the awareness that Yoshimidtsu is able. Wow, he almost got that chain too, which is insane. But it's just the board awareness of Yoshi combined with the cursor speed is what makes them very difficult to defeat on this game. He actually doesn't speedrun this game too much. He mainly speedruns other games, but a 35-second seal he's not going to be too happy with. A few other things to mention that I didn't mention in the last match. Him on top is the Pokemon with the most HP, and Murkrow is the Pokemon with the shortest power meter. So it's the one that fills up the fastest. So Murkrow is the one that's able to heal most often. Anyways, we're a little bit of a lull there from Yoshi. 33 seconds, he's not going to be too happy with that, but like I've said, we're just seeing like a virtuoso is just able to masterfully deal with everything that is thrown at him. Another fun fact is that Yoshi is actually from I want to say Brazil. I'm probably gonna get flack if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure he's from Brazil. But now we're back into Jinx, which again I have to say is the worst sound in video game history, finishing at 35 seconds. Yoshi is. Meanwhile, Paratroopa is just starting Dragonair, so we're at a 2-stage lead now for Yoshi. It's just, if you haven't seen Yoshi play, it's just there's a leg chain there. It's just absolutely mesmerizing to watch Yoshi play. That was a good chain there from Paratroopa, taking almost all Dragonair's HP out at the same time. Meanwhile, over on Yoshi's side, he was about to have to deal with a lot of garbage, but he was able to deal with Crobat very, very fast at 27 seconds. That's absurd time. Like, most people are happy to get like 30 to 40 second times. Meanwhile, Yoshi's here just getting 26 second times. So now, as I mentioned, Hitmontop is the Pokemon with most HP. Pretty sure that still holds true in this difficulty as well. He's also fairly aggressive. I've also found that he's fairly aggressive and likes to send quite a few chains your way. Especially on Super Hard, he likes to send 4 chains your way very often. Good awareness from Yoshi to stop that chain a bit early. That 9 should... No, I was about to say it should have dealt enough damage, but Yoshi was just able to finish off that Hitmontop at 46 seconds, which he's not going to be happy with. For that, he's probably shooting for 35, sub 35. Meanwhile, Paratroopa has closed the gap. It's now about a stage and a half. So Paratroopa still somewhat keeping up with Yoshi, but I think that this is probably another foregone conclusion at this point, given unless something catastrophic happens, I don't see him being able to possibly come back from that, especially not after a 29-second Murkrow, as Yoshi's going to be heading straight into Dragonite. Again, Paratroopa selected Pikachu, which does cost a little bit of time. But let's see how Yoshi finishes out this match. Gonna elect to stop and raise all the way to top, which is a very good move. And then setting up stagger chains. Wow, that was a very late chain there. I actually was not thinking that he was going to be able to continue that chain from there, because I thought it would have been too late. But this is going to be a very good time. 9:32 from Yoshi. I don't know, but that seems like it could have been. It might have been. No, I think the world record is faster than that. Meanwhile, Paratroopa just finished up. Hit him on top in 58 seconds. Not going to be happy with that, but let's see how Paratroopa finishes up this match. Again, just starting off chains. Did drop the chain there, but should be able to pick up the chain again very quickly. Again, drop the chain again, and he could have. Okay, he went for a different chain there, but I did see a different chain that he could have gone for. That would have been a bit, probably been able to get him one extra chain, but he decided not to go for that one. The steel blocks with the black dots in the middle, those are shock blocks, and they act as barriers between layers of garbage. As you saw there, the garbage below it cleared, and then you have to clear that, and then you have to clear the garbage above it. The exclamation mark blocks are the shock panels. When you match 3 of them, you drop one of those steel garbage blocks onto your opponent. Yeah, so that was I did get confirmation that the world record is 8:55 by Yoschimidtsu. So that Yoshimitsu's time was just 38 seconds off of world record, which for a tournament match is just beyond insane. Meanwhile, we're seeing Paratroopa doing very good job going ahead and dealing with Dragonites. Not being nearly as aggressive as we saw Yoshi, but it seems like his style of play is still serving him well. In this, it has been that has served him well in this tournament. I think that's going to be. That was a little bit of a misplay there. I could have gotten a bit higher of a chain there if he just waited to drop that, but overall, this match should be over, or this round, Dragonite should be done just as soon as these drop, unless he heals Kappa. He didn't. So, 12:42 for Paratroopa, and that gives Yoshi the 2-0 lead in this match. Again, this is a best of 5, so first to 3 wins. So Paratroopa down 2-0. Let's see if Paratroopa is going to be able to recover and possibly take a game from Yoshimidtsu. I think that would be absolutely amazing. And it would be very compelling if Paratroopa was able to take a match from Yoshi. But again, seeing how well Yoshi's playing, I don't think that's going to be able to happen too much. I just don't think that's going to be able to happen. But we're going to go ahead and start part 3 of this match, game 3. So good luck to both, and let's see how this match ends up. Will it go to 4, or will it stay at 3? Yoshi there was trying to set up a leg chain. Wasn't quite able to. There was no chain that he was able to do, but the showing off there. 21-second Pidgey is absolutely ridiculous. That's just absolutely insane. And meanwhile, Pidgey on Paratroopa 31 seconds, so he's already got a little bit of catching up to do. Meanwhile, we just see more of the same, setting up chains and combos all over the place. Dropped that a little bit too early, but was able to immediately recover to start getting chains. And as you can see, Yoshi's cursor speed is just absolutely ridiculous. It's just, I don't even. It's just that. Although 34 seconds is a very slow Kakuna. Although, oh my gosh, we have the 0 HP glitch on Paratroopa's side. So basically, what the 0 HP glitch is it is an error in rounding that is caused by when the game it's just an error, and it basically the game is unable to represent it. The enemy still has a very, very, very small amount of HP that is invisible to the naked eye, and usually that he was able to still be able to defeat it before it healed, but usually that leads into a heal, and that's a very unfortunate circumstance. We don't know anything about why that happens, but that's very unfortunate because that did cost Paratroopa some time. Meanwhile, Clefairy went down in 21 seconds on Yoshi's side, and we are now on to Ghastly. We got about a stage lead for Yoshi. So again, this is going to be very already with the stage, possibly another. We're still at a stage lead, so Yoshi with the stage lead is very dangerous, and I'm not sure if Paratroopa is going to be able to come back from it. I'm hoping he's able to, just to make this match a bit more compelling, but it's going to be very difficult for him to come back from a stage deficit. Although we could see a mistake from Yoshi happen, like he did, when he exited out of that previous match early. Okay. Okay. So yeah. So he didn't. He exited out because it would have been a death. That's what happened there. So there's a very unfortunate heal on Ghastly on Paratroopa's side, and it seems like the stars are not aligning for another heal. 2 heals already for Paratroopa on Ghastly, and Ghastly's going over a minute, which is very, very bad. We're now at a 2-stage lead, roughly, for Yoshi. And Yoshi just needs 1 combo, and he's going to finish up. 36 seconds on Primate again. He's not going to be happy with that. He's looking for sub 30, possibly even sub 25 on that. So we will go ahead and we roll right into Seal. And just setting up, he's setting up single chains, which is interesting because single chains take a lot longer, and that also didn't have very many combos in it, so it didn't deal very much damage. But the actual chain itself dealt quite a bit of damage, and he just needs to do 1 combo, and then he's going to finish. 30 seconds, and then at the same time, 33 seconds for Steelix. We are still at the 2-stage lead for Yoshi, and it's going to be extremely hard to come back from now. 2 stages, giving Yoshi a 2-stage advantage is just not something you can do and be expected to live from this. Just wow. I'm just mesmerized by Yoshi's play. Like, he is, and that is just ridiculous. So that's a really, really, really complicated stagger chain. It was a 3-chain involving 7 panels, and then and then another 3 panels on the side that gave him a 4-chain. It's just stuff like that really gives Yoshi just absolutely. It's just unbelievable what he's able to do with these types of games. And that was another ridiculous lag/stagger chain. But as you can see, enemies in this difficulty drop a lot of garbage. Starting in Elite 4. 24 seconds for Jinx is out of this world insane. And we're now, I'm going to call it a 2.5 to 3-stage lead for Yoshi. So that's going to be very difficult. I think it's probably going to be impossible for Paratroopa to come back from, unfortunately. But again, I'm gonna withhold judgment until the very end. But I'm pretty sure that it's going to be. This match is probably gonna end up already having been decided. Although Yoshi is having to deal with some garbage now. 44 seconds for Crobat is not a time that Yoshi is going to be very happy with. But we do. So now we're at about a full 3-stage lead for Yoshi. And there's a heal on Dragonite for Paratroopa, so that's another unfortunate. Because every heal just wastes time, and all you need now is just the combo and the finish. Meanwhile, on Yoshi's side, Yoshi's just doing Yoshi things. Setting up stuff, and 27 seconds on Hitmontop is insane. Him on top having the most HP out of every single Pokemon in Super Hard, it's just insane that you're able to defeat him in 27 seconds. That's really good time. There's nice leg going into frame perfect stuff. It's just, if you haven't seen Yoshi play, you're getting a real treat here, because he's just setting up stuff left and right, and like I said, it's just really hard to keep up with everything that he's doing, because he's just that good of a player, and that should kill unless he heals Kappa. Nope, 41 seconds for Murkrow. Slow. That's a bit slow, but Yoshi is now onto Dragonite, and let's see what happens here. About a 3-stage lead, and it looks like that's going to be the end once this finishes. It looks like Paratroopa is not going to be able to recover from this stage deficit. It's just too many stages. There is a heal from Dragonite there. One interesting thing to mention is that there's been a recent discovery that super hard opponents can actually heal when they're above the 45% the 40% threshold, which is usually the threshold that is needed in order for someone to be able to recover HP. And you saw it there, Dragonite healed before that point. Anyways, I didn't see what time Yoshimidtsu finished, but Yoshimidtsu did go ahead and finish that, and that is going to be the end of the match. Yoshi wins 3-0 as Paratroopa does quit out and forfeit the third game of the match. So, we, in terms of our next match, there might be a delay in between this match and our next match with Paratroopa1 versus Cards of the Heart, because real life things going on with Paratroopa1, but we will be bringing you that match as soon as we are able to. So thank you for watching this match, and we will see you guys for the next match when it happens.